Warning. This show contains mature content and adult language, and a lot of what may be considered offensive comedy. We consider ourselves professional idiots, so if you're offended in any way, we are sorry, but you have been warned. Alright, so you guys ready?
I'm still eating bacon.
Oh, okay, fine. Hello! Hey, how's it going, guys?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Now, this is our third official podcast. You may have regular listeners of our two podcasts.
Yep.
So we say regulars because you've listened to two podcasts, but would have realised that we've been away for 2 weeks. What have we been doing, Toby? We've been on sunny beaches of Brazil. I've actually been playing for England.
Yeah.
And I've come home because we've lost. It's because they didn't play me. Bran's been on a pilgrimage up a mountain.
I have, yeah.
In China. And Toby's got a promotion at work.
And then we've been at festivals and shit too.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been
the only true fact out of that was the festivals and
my
the
promotion.
fact that
well, suit yourselves, but I did go on a pilgrimage.
Just
Did you find God?
No.
No, he went on a pilgrimage with his finger into his anus and found his prostate.
Like I said, did you find God?
He reached heaven. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Toby got for people who don't know where we work for a silent disco company which goes to a lot of festivals around the UK. Toby got a promotion to the warehouse manager the other week.
Because I'm a boss.
Because he's a boss. And basically, we've been pretty hands-on because he's been having to learn quite a bit, so we've been quite tired. And I've basically been preparing for the onslaught of festivals that happened, which over last weekend was the first of our work festivals, which was the Isle of Wight festival, which I went to and worked at. And Toby managed to get off that because he went to Download. So, Toby,
Download.
I'm going to start this podcast off and kick it off saying, come on, tell us some good shit about Download.
Yes,
How was it?
know.
Some good shit about Download.
Yeah, how was it? How was Download? Let's
It
summarize
was really
it first.
good. It was really fucking good.
Top three bands first.
Top three bands.
that you see.
Well, I'll get to like bands and stuff in a minute, but the festival itself is really fucking good.
Okay.
It's always been really good, but it's
Yeah.
in Castle Donington racetrack, where it's not, and it used to actually be inside the racetrack.
Yep.
And then the people that own the track were like, we can have track days on the same day as Download, so now you have to have it next to the racetrack.
Awesome.
It's kind of cool though. You get to like walk across the racetrack to go from campsite to the arena.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's massive.
Did you have to watch out for the cars?
No, there's no one going around the track.
Oh, that's a bit boring.
For us.
They should make it like Frogger to get to the actual Download thing.
That'd be a good laugh. F1 cars going past like a
It's been a Mario Kart.
and get the
That was really tuneful. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Right, there's some great bands actually. There was a lot of bands that came out of fucking nowhere that were fucking great.
Yeah.
Once I load my list up, let's see. I'll do you like a best and worst of each day if you like.
yeah, okay,
for it.
well, that makes sense. How many days were there? Was
Excuse me.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or was there
Yeah,
Thursday,
Friday,
Friday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you're there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You camp the first 2 days, and there's like odd things to do in the village and
Yeah,
stuff.
like fairgrounds and like all random shit to do, and what you do at festivals the best is drinking, obviously. So,
Of
course.
which there was plenty of course. Okay, so like Friday, I managed to catch 10 bands. I'll just list them off quick. I saw Miss May I, Crossfaith, Powerman 5000, Skin Dread, Black Label Society, Within Temptation, Flogging Molly, Rob Zombie, The Offspring, and Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, that's a nice sort of like little list of people.
It's a pretty solid day.
I'm assuming that Avenge were awesome.
I only caught their first and last couple songs because The Offspring were on at the same time, and I saw all of The Offspring because my guess was I'm more likely to see Avenged again than I am The Offspring.
Yep, that's absolutely like.
That's fair.
I think that's completely
sense,
fair
right?
reasoning. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
But it was good because Offspring are in fact my band of the day.
Hey, well, they're golden oldies, aren't they? And I mean,
and
I
they
grew up
played the album Smash from start to finish as
Oh,
well.
that's sick.
Which
I grew
cool.
up
because I am
in the
Smash.
90s, so and 90s and 2000s, so like Offspring were quite big during that time. I mean, even if you've never even heard of Offspring, everyone's heard of Pretty Fry for White Guys. So
Of course. Epic tune.
All the bands were really good that day. I mean, Crossfaith are this Japanese like techno metal band. They're a little bit like a Japanese Prodigy,
yeah,
and they covered Omen by the Prodigy, and it was fucking massive,
oh, I love Omen as well.
Oh,
really heavy. And
Did they manage to change it
What do you
in a sense? So make it not sound exactly like Omen.
yeah.
and
They
they
had
changed
all
it.
the, like techno parts in the background the same, and then there was a live band going hell for fucking leather.
Oh, that's just perfect.
That's sick.
It was fucking incredible. There was one big letdown of the whole day though, and it was one band that was pretty much my deciding choice to go to download was Powerman 5000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Powerman 5000.
The singer Spider One just seemed like he had like a bad throat or like had lost his voice or
Well,
something.
that's a bit of a shit.
And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the band were fucking excellent.
Powerman 5000 aren't.
It's not.
Oh no, that's Power Glove I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah. But he is actually Rob Zombie's brother.
Oh,
Yeah, the singer of Powerman 5000 is Rob Zombie's brother.
Oh, okay.
Rob Zombie wasn't on top form either, I must say.
You know, I love Rob Zombie though.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I tell you what though, a random band that I wasn't. I went to see this band because Laura wanted to go see them. It's Flogging Molly.
Oh yeah, I would want to watch
They
Flock
were-
Molly as well.
They were just fucking great.
Yeah, that kind of music blows your mind live as well because they're always so good.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't even need to play well to be good as well. That's the thing.
sick.
But they were great because they literally like like every band comes on to like a big wave of noise or some sort of like intro track or something. They walked on and went, "Hi, we're Flogging Molly, and this is how we do things." It was really good.
Amazing.
I'll move on to Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday was a bit interesting. I'll talk about a couple of these properly, but I'm going to give you the quick list. Iceman Thesis, Dying Fetus, Fozzy, Chevelle, While She Sleeps, Bowling for Soup, Killswitch Engage, Bring Me the Horizon, Fall Out Boy, and Linkin Park.
Holy shit.
Well, obviously the big highlight there is Linkin Park,
Yeah.
and I know for a fact that they were playing Hybrid Theory start to finish. So
Yeah.
that is something that I'm always going to.
Start to finish, no gaps. They didn't play any singles in between. They just did Hybrid Theory start to finish to open the show.
Oh man,
That was the first half an hour, and then they had an hour of other stuff afterwards. It was fucking great.
I
They,
genuinely don't think we're ever going to see that again. So, like, you've seen something that's like going to be once in a lifetime. Well, not once in a lifetime because they've obviously played it before, but like in my lifetime from now, I'll never be able to see that again. I don't reckon.
Probably not. But what was quite funny was because after they finished Hybrid Theory, there was like a couple seconds of silence after the last song on it.
Yeah.
And this one light hits Mike Shinoda in the middle, and he goes, "So you just heard Hybrid Theory start to finish live. What do you want to hear next?" And like the entire crowd were like, "He's not gonna say Meteora, is he?" It would be incredible. And then he was like, "Let's have a new song," and everyone went, "Oh, we got our hopes up high there, didn't we?"
Just put your own hopes.
Yeah.
A couple of good bands. Fall Out Boy were actually really good.
Yep, I saw them at Isle of Wight as well. I'll tell you that later.
Killswitch Engage, always a good band. Bowling for Soup, always a good band.
Yeah.
Chevelle was a band I wanted to go see because I know one of their albums. They didn't play a single track off the album I know, so I didn't know anything. And they were still good though, but I was a bit gutted they didn't play anything I knew. Then you got Fozzy, which is Chris Jericho's band. They were cool. And then there's the opening band of the day was called Iceman Thesis.
I think I've heard of them.
Sounds a pretty cool name. I have to.
This is a bit of a controversial thing at the moment because I say controversial, probably not the right word. They got on the bill 2 or 3 weeks before the festival,
Yeah.
after the whole like lineup had been announced and stuff.
Okay.
And the whole story behind it is they sent the guy who books the bands for Download, Andy Copping, a mannequin with a knife in it and a note attached saying, "We want to play either the third or fourth stage, and we will be paid in whatever you want to pay us, and we want 5 minute set."
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I've got a few questions. So let me
What-
just ask them quickly. One, like 5 minutes, okay. Two, mannequin with a knife in. We kind of just brushed
Yeah.
over that, like it was kind of
What?
what?
A
Explain.
Yeah.
Well, they sent Andy Copping this massive mannequin with a knife stabbed in its chest
But
with the note attached.
oh right, okay.
And,
So
he posted it on Twitter, like, what should I do, guys? And then everyone was like, let him play. And he went, all right, then, let's let him play.
that's
And then, of course, because the note also said, pay us in whatever you want to pay us in. And they said, and he put back with, I'll pay you in 4 bags of 12 bites.
12 bites.
So we turned up to the stage because it was the first thing on that day.
That sounds a bit bizarre. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing where it's going.
So
Yeah.
we turn up to see what it is. And there's just noise coming off the stage. Just like white noise with a bit of like bass and stuff. And everyone's there going, what the hell is this? And there's just nothing going on for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, somebody walks on and stands behind the drum kit. He's got he's in full black clothes. You can't see his face. He's wearing gloves. You can't see his hands. You literally cannot see any of him. You couldn't tell if he's like, for example, you can't tell if he's white or black, for example.
Yeah.
Literally cannot see anything about him. He's got sunglasses on, balaclava, hat, the works.
Yeah, sure.
Comes on, stands behind the drum kit, fires 2 fingers up in the air at the crowd, and then sits down. And then a guitarist walks on, exactly the same, does the same thing, and stands there and waits. A second guitarist, a bassist, and then eventually a vocalist comes on, all full dressed in black. Cannot see who they are or anything about them except that they're all dressed in black.
Yeah.
They've got blacked out instruments. They've got blacked out amplifiers. The works.
The fuck?
What?
They played this one song, and then they fucked off.
Really?
What the
And,
fuck?
and the whole time they had this mannequin on stage. And then afterwards they finished playing, and then they threw the mannequin in the crowd and all the 12 bites as well. And then walked off.
Cool.
And then they went, because this was on the Pepsi Max stage, which is like stage number 3.
All right.
And they also one of their demands was to have stage 4 closed while they did this.
Okay.
They left stage 3, got on a bus, and went to stage 4 and did the exact same thing.
What?
Exactly.
I don't know how to react to it really.
No, I don't.
I'm a little
We
bit
were stood there like,
confused.
the fuck is this? And it wasn't like an odd song. It was like Bring Me the Horizon heavy.
Okay.
And everyone was like, oh, well, it could have been Bring Me the Horizon. And then like you look at the people on stage and like, oh no, they're not the right size for the people who are Bring Me the Horizon.
I've got the picture up now of the dummy that they sent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I found the picture of the dummy that was up on the things. It's just sort of like theories, kind of washing around of who they could be.
Yeah.
Like a couple of people who could be in the band
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. There's names mentioned by like Funeral for a Friend, 100 Reasons, Pitch Shifter,
Mm-hmm.
couple of Axe Wound, Bullet for My Valentine.
Axe Wound was the main guess.
It could be a new band that's
Sim-
built up for a couple of other people as well. Like Cancer Bats were thrown in there as well. The vocalist, Liam Corina,
Yeah.
whatever his name is, I can't remember.
Cornell or something.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
Frenchy. Well, they're fucking Canadian, aren't they? So it's some Frenchy kind of name. But yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it could be fucking anything. But they sounded like the singer looked like Liam from Cancer Bats,
yeah, it could be them.
and he was doing like, like the way he thrashes around on stage a little bit. He was doing that, and everyone was like, "Oh, it must be him," because he's in a super group, if you want to call it a super group, I guess, with Matt Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine on guitar, and clean vocals, and a couple other guys from another band I can't remember, and they make up a band called Axe Wound.
Yes.
And pretty much everyone walked away going, "Holy fuck, that was Axe Wound,"
Yeah.
because they played last year or the year before. Because they brought out an album, did a very quick tour of the UK, and then buggered off to back to their own bands. But yeah, so that was Iceman Thesis. Bit weird.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
It's sad. So we move on to Sunday, which had some very interesting things. We had Buck Cherry, The
Ooh.
Treatment, Crazy Town, A Secret Band, Steel Panther, Alter Bridge, and then Aerosmith.
Yeah, Aerosmith.
Oh,
I know for a fact that Alter Bridge, you are a very, very big fan of Alter Bridge, but you've seen them a couple of times.
Alter Bridge are
isn't
like
it?
my favorite band ever.
Yeah, so like, I mean, you've got tattoos of them as well, but
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, I know that you probably weren't as excited to see them because you've seen them a couple of times now, haven't you?
This was the 4th time I've seen them.
Yeah, okay. And but Aerosmith, amazing.
Aerosmith was incredible. They opened their set with Lil Wayne's "Get Low."
That's so heroic. You
Which
wouldn't
was-
expect anything less from Steve, though, would you?
No, because they had this like video of them walking around like back. Well, not them, but it's like a cameraman going around backstage, like, "Oh, where's
Where's
Steve?
Probably partying with bitches.
and they're like, "Oh, not in this one. This is, he's in next door. I'm the guitarist." You know, okay, cool. You move on. And it's like, "Oh no, I'm the bassist. You need to go to the next one." It's like, "Oh no, I'm the drummer." And all the time, like, you get to each one, they're sitting like one of them's practicing guitar, another one's sitting having a cup of tea, and they're all like pretty civilized. And we were taking a piss, like, "Oh, it's going to get to Steven Tyler, and there's going to be bitches everywhere, and there's going to be this, that, and the other." You get there, and you walk in the door, and there's one woman she walks out, followed by another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and all these girls walk out half naked, and like, "Holy crap, Steven Tyler surrounded by bitches." And then
That's
Steven
amazing.
Tyler walks out, doing up his trousers, like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
Yeah, well, you know.
And then they're like, "All right, let's hit the stage," and that's when Lil Wayne's "Get Low" came on.
That's
And
pretty
it's
amazing.
fucking hilarious.
That's actually amazing. So, do you have any? I'm guessing that's all of the days then. So,
Oh, I should mention who the secret band was,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, I heard the secret round. Yeah, go for it.
because I didn't actually say a minute ago. So that was on the same stage I saw Iceman Thesis on, which
Yeah.
is a pretty small like tent stage.
Wasn't it like Pepsi Max?
Pepsi
or
Max
Red
stage,
Bull?
yeah. And we got there, and there's loads of speculation because it was one of the clues given out for it was the band had broken up and gotten back together.
Yeah.
So there was like clues like it could be My Chemical Romance, it could be Faith No More.
I'd hate My Chemical Romance. I don't like them.
I like a couple of their songs, but
Yeah,
very,
they're not
very
bad.
little. They're not horrid.
No.
They're definitely
See-
tolerable, but
Yeah. And there was another rumor going around that when I heard the name of the band, I was like, but I don't think they've ever broken up and gotten back together. So I don't see how that could be the band. So of course, stood in front of the stage waiting for something to happen, and this banner starts to rise behind the drum kit with Blackstone Cherry written across
Oh,
it.
nice.
Oh, wow.
You've been listening to the album they've just released as well for weeks before.
Yeah, it's one of my.
You've had that on like every
albums.
time I've come over to see you and shit. This is like you've had Blackstone Cherry on,
Yeah,
and I must
they
admit
played
I've quite
20
enjoyed
minutes.
listening to them. So
They only
Yeah,
played
quality.
20 minutes. It was amazing. They did like an unbelievably quick set, and they played like one or two like hits off each album, and then one new song in the middle, and then we're like, "So we're on tour in October, November, latest."
basically, come see us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
preview. Amazing. So go on. Any funny stories? Because I know you all there with Dan Dicker and with Laura as well.
Yeah.
So there's got to have been some funny stories with
Yeah,
like,
there is. Yeah,
I
there
mean,
is.
especially with Dan involved. I mean, Dan's going to come on the podcast next week, so you'll find out how much of a nightmare he is. But
It's not a nightmare. It's a good laugh, but it's.
oh yeah, I was meaning
it's
he's like one of those
knackering.
funny nightmares.
Yeah, it's knackering, pulling him round the festival because he's in a wheelchair. And
Oh yeah, you should probably mention that.
yeah, was because I pull him like from backwards, so because it's easier to get the big wheels over the shit on the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
And it looks really odd if you look at someone pulling a wheelchair backwards. And I got to like the top of this hill and I stopped and I was like, "Fuck, I'm knackered." And the sun was out, I'm sweating loads. And some guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, come here." I was like, "What?" And I turn around and it's one of like the security guards and he's like, "Come here." And I was like, "Oh fuck, like, what have I done?" And I walked over and he's like, "Come with me." And I walked over to the bar, like he was stood next to one of the big Tuborg bars thing, or like the Red Bull bar. And this guy from the Red Bull bar leans over and goes, "Have a Red Bull, mate. You look fucking knackered."
Amazing. Pretty cool. Thank you.
So big ups to the guy from Red Bull bar.
You'll
Yeah.
will probably never listen to this podcast.
Probably not, but
You never know.
if by some slim chance, I thank you very much.
Get in contact with us and we'll send you a Red Bull
I'll
back
send you a Red Bull back, yeah.
out of our pennies that we collect. Is there anything else?
There's always entertaining things.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a
let's
fucking
go
like
for it. This week.
medieval, like a medieval reenactment thing in the middle of it.
Oh God.
Nice.
Let's see what else. There was loads of stuff Aerosmith did that was really funny. Like Steven Tyler's just fucking nuts on stage. Like there's a bit like where the screen started going really fuzzy, as if he was like on drugs, which he probably was, but never know. And he suddenly looked at the camera and went, "Who are you, baby?" and then carried on singing. It was like, what are you doing? That didn't make any sense. And like he did like a couple of things like that on stage. Like he just randomly broke into
Broke out of song.
I know he broke into like fuck, what was it? It's like Wild Thing or something. And the bit in the middle, it's like, "You need my love," and he turned around to the camera and burps in the camera's face, and he's like, "Ha ha ha ha," ha, and walks off again.
Oh my God.
It's fucking amazing.
He was clearly off his face.
Yeah.
But he was really good. I cannot fault it at all. He was definitely the best band of the day. I'm trying to think of who probably the band of the weekend was, because I think the biggest surprise for bands of the weekend has got to be Crossfaith. They were a band I knew nothing about, and I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed them for a band I've never really heard of.
Yeah. I've got a couple of with my
Oh, sorry, I've just seen something on the list. I really need to mention Crazy Town.
Yes.
Right? You know who Crazy Town are, right?
No.
No,
No.
they did that song Butterfly and Revolving Door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Those are the only two songs they have that sound like that, by the way.
Oh.
They're a fucking rap techno metal band.
That's interesting.
Oh.
They are fucking incredible.
Amazing.
And it was like, because they came on stage and they're like, "We are Crazy Town," and they just went fucking nuts, and everyone was like, "This isn't Butterfly." You came here to see Butterfly.
Oh my God.
Again, they were probably the like surprise of the day that was really good.
Lovely.
Steel Panther are always good. Like I say, Alter Bridge are always good.
Yep.
Buck Cherry, great way to start the day.
Didn't Steel Panther get some like crowd girls on stage?
Yes, they got loads of girls on stage, and then they were like, "Get your tits out!" And then all the girls were like, "Okay," and he was like, "I didn't think you were going to do that."
Amazing.
And then
Oh,
the
wow.
guitarist was like, "Oh, you would be really cool if someone came over here and sucked my dick while I was playing." And then some girl like bolts across the stage and like, like stage slides to his knees, and he's like, "No, don't actually do it." Like he freaked out. And like, "Holy crap! Don't actually fucking do it."
Amazing.
Oh wow.
I see the look on his face of like, "Did not expect that to happen."
Well, that actually sounds epic.
Yeah. It does actually.
But yeah, download's always a good laugh. They got loads of adverts for loads of like tours coming up soon as well. So I need to look up all these tours. There's Seether, Hollywood Undead, Volbeat, Chevelle, Rise Against, Jane's Addiction, In Flames. They're all touring around here soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Go see every single one of them.
Yes, we do.
I mean, Black Stone Cherry are playing with Theory of a Dead Man and Airborne in London, so we got to go see
That's
that.
pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Hollywood Undead, they're always good fun.
Hollywood Undead are always
So
great.
is Seether. We missed Seether to watch someone else. I can't remember who.
Oh.
Probably Steel
It was that
Panther.
good. Oh, wait, fine.
No.
It was just one of those. It was just so hard to move. Like I was going to go see The Used,
Yeah.
but they were at the same time as Alter Bridge,
Yeah.
and I was like, I really don't want to move because I was quite happily all cuddled up watching Alter Bridge, and I was like, I don't want to move. So sorry, Bert, I'm not coming to see you today.
Sorry, Bert. We apologise to you.
Sorry, Bert.
Hey, Bert.
So yeah, that is. I'll save like most of the funny stories for next week when Dan's on, because otherwise I'll steal all the stuff for him to talk about.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
can share
good
some
point.
more funny moments there.
Yeah. So as far as the rest of it goes, that's Download Festival.
Lovely. Well, I'm
So-
glad you had a good time, dude.
Hit us up with some Isle of Wight, man.
Yeah.
Isle of Wight. Well,
See what's
um,
happened.
it wasn't all fun and games because we had to work, but
Of
working
course, yeah, you were
was
working.
genuinely quite good fun because it was only 4 hours a night doing a silent disco. So you can't really get like much better for like a free ticket to the Isle of Wight and
No.
to enjoy the festival and to stay in the artist camp and stuff like that. So
Very nice.
yeah, it was pretty good. We took I only went knowing like 2 or 3 people who came with us out of about 15. So I got to meet loads of new and interesting people. Namely 2 guys who I got on very well with, which are Jamie and Elliot. And Toby knows Elliot because he works with us in the warehouse.
I do indeed.
But yeah, they they kept me entertained for the whole weekend, to be honest. Yeah, it was pretty funny. The bands that I got to see were good. Unfortunately, the main act was Chili Peppers. I don't think there's any other time I'll be able to get to see the Chili Peppers, but unfortunately I missed it because of working, which is sad. But the night before on the Friday, I got to see Biffy Clyro. So it was either choose like Biffy Clyro, who are my favorite band, or choose the Chili Peppers. So I thought I'm going to choose Biffy Clyro just in case I don't get to see them again either. I know I will, but like they're always good to watch. You know, it's always great to watch the 3 of them on stage performing, which it was absolutely mind-blowing.
They are
absolutely fantastic. They were setting fire to the place and they just absolutely rinsed it. But may I add, I got there before, a couple of hours before, well, about an hour, should we say, before, to watch them, so I could catch the first act and like sort of make my way towards the front so I can get better like viewing of Biffy. And the band that was on before that was actually Rudimental. Oh. Now, I have heard Rudimental's name chucked around
you should have,
the radio and around in general, all around. I tried to link a couple of songs in my head to what I've heard, and it's that the only one I could think of was that "Tell Me That You Want Me." Yeah, they're sort of like, you know.
Oh, is that them?
Yeah, that band. They were absolutely fucking amazing. That actually blew my mind. They were so good live, and it was absolutely a pleasure to watch them. So that pretty much just set my mood for watching Biffy, to be honest. And then I went straight from watching Biffy to doing about 2 hours of the silent disco afterwards, but I was buzzing my tits off. So, you know.
You were.
So that we did that on the Friday evening, so I watched all them. That was pretty good fun. There wasn't really anything else on before that I wanted to see. It was a bit boring. It was mainly just like drinking and having a laugh with all the guys that we were with. Like, I actually seem to remember, like, during that day, because it was so bloody hot, we were, like, burning. From the day before, we were all sunburnt, so we were sort of, like, trying to get a bit of shade. Yeah. And I remember there's one moment, I was just sat underneath some shade with Elliot and Jamie, and Elliot and Jamie were drinking red wine, like, all the time in, like, sports bottles. And Jamie puts some fucking red wine into his hands and then smears it over his head. Elliot looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he just goes, "Well, wine's effectively a sealant, isn't it?" And we were just like, "What? Just making shit up. Just because he said like, "Oh, effectively it's a sealant," trying to make it sound like, you know, not useless drivel. But we caught him out on it, and he was like looking at us disgusted, as if like, you know, we're weird for not knowing it. But you know, I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty stupid thing to do. Yeah, those are some quite interesting, like, stories. Like, for some reason we were talking about, like, X-rated Shrek, and I don't know how we got onto it, but the end of it was...
X-rated Shrek?
Yeah, the end of it was he ended up using curled up woodlouses on a stick as anal beads, so...
Oh, well,
I can't really remember much of it, but maybe I'll remember it for next week, and I'll say that. But yeah, it was pretty weird. Saturday... I didn't really remember much of Saturday. And I don't think that's because I've been drinking, but I think it's purely because I think it was just so hot that I passed out and had to hide from the sun.
Oh, man.
But Chili Peppers were on. I think, I watched, I remember I watched a couple of bands and people and that, like John Newman. He was pretty decent. Never even heard of him before. There was one song, I can't even remember it now, but he was pretty good. And the 1975s as well.
Oh, they should have been pretty good.
Yeah, and then I watched. I think it was a Sunday was Fall Out Boy playing, but Fall Out Boy were fantastic as well.
Yeah, man, they sounded huge at download. Like, massive.
Katie B was pretty good when I walked past it and listened to her. I saw the Stripes were playing. I was going to go see them, but then the Red Arrows came over and dragged everyone out the tent, so they got pretty screwed over by the Red Arrows, which was quite funny. Yes. Oh yeah. Just as we were about to go on the Dodgems, Dappy was on there. It was amazing. I was just
Dappy
watching
even playing at the festival.
Yeah, he was. He got booed off stage.
Really?
Yeah, he was so shit. He got booed off, and
Amazing.
yeah, he was basically just sat on the dodgems. And I was like, Dappy's on the dodgems, and we all just stood there like, "You're a knob." He didn't look happy. He was sad as hell. And then everyone would follow him wherever he went. Good, just dragged the crowd away because it was pissing me
no.
off. But he really didn't look happy. And he's so short. He's like Steve height.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he is. He's like Steve, but with a hat on
Steve
and
with a hat.
glasses.
You mean a condom?
He's a bit more
with a hat?
rap, a bit more rap style.
Yeah.
We know Steve's a better rapper than him as well. Steve's a better artist.
Yeah. I'd say he would be.
But as far as that goes, it was just like a pretty standard, fun kind of like mess around. And
Good.
I know the guys are going to moan at me if I don't say this, but they think that I have an obsession. Basically, I'm not a very good camper. I don't like being out of the comfort of having homely stuff.
Right.
Fair
So
enough.
I hate the fact that there's like, you have to sort of scrimp on snacks and stuff that you brought with you and kind of live out in the wilderness. I hate that. And I will do anything in my power to like get to places like a shop. And there was a Morrison's, like it was 1.5 miles away from the site. So
Yeah.
every day I pretty much walked to Morrison's and back to go get my supplies.
Amazing.
And it was just like, it was so hot and like feet were hurting because we're constantly on my feet and like bad lack of sleep and everything. But they were basically every second I was just like, I'm going to go to Morrison's. And they was like, will you shut up about Morrison's? And pulled pork as well, because there was this nice pulled pork stand. I was like, I'm going to get some pulled pork. And apparently I was talking about it all the time as well. So, yeah, the guys...
Festival food, though. Festival food really fucks with you.
Yeah, it's
I
expensive.
don't know about you, but I've had
We got
some
some
like,
money off, so it's pretty
interesting stomach issues all week.
I've been fine. I was absolutely like, I didn't have any like shit problems apart from the fact that going for a shit was just like, oh, I just don't like it. Basically, the toilets were like a big pit. It's a toilet seat, and there was a pit of shit and piss and bloody tampons
Oh,
at the
great.
bottom of it, and you can see it. So every time a guy goes for a piss, you can't help but look down, and you're just pissing all over this just disgusting stuff. And like just going for a shit, you kind of you need to sit down. But I just get freaked out with pooing on someone else's poo. I just don't think you should do that.
No.
It's going to summon up the wanky shit demon.
Someone might have. Jesus, I wasn't wanking it. I wasn't sat there going, "Oh, this is so nice."
Are you
Someone
sure?
was into that sort of thing. They'd be loving it.
That's lies. That's lies,
Houses,
Dan.
play-
You're lying. You're so lying.
Did you catch any women using a shiwi?
No, that would have been amazing.
I found, I say catch someone using a shiwi. It's probably not the right way to put it. But at Sonosphere one year, I went up to use the toilet because do they have the big like green plastic urinals at Isle of Wight?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, because I had some of those, and there was just loads of people like cheering, and I was like, "Wow, there's people cheering, people taking a piss. What a fucking day is this?"
People cheering, other people having a piss. It must be a festival.
Is that, yeah, it must be a festival. I walked over and I was like, "That's not a guy."
Oh,
And then like she spun around and threw this like little cone on the floor and was like, "Yeah!" Like lifted her arms in victory, and everyone cheered and walked off. It was like, "Oh dear God."
oh,
Wow.
Definitely a festival.
Oh, I'm not going to mention any names, but there was someone who was working with us who pissed in a plastic cup while we were watching Fallout Boy.
Mm.
She just
Right.
put it in her leggings and just went hell for leather and just had some fun. And then the same time that night, she was hammered and she just went fuck it and squatted in the middle of the fucking field. And this is like, she's not like some pikey horrible girl. She's actually
Yeah.
like a nice, respective, good-looking, nice girl. Just
Right.
bizarre behaviour. It took me by surprise.
Again, man, go to a festival and funny shit will happen.
Yep.
I
Do you-
still,
Your brain melts. My
Does
brain
your
melted.
camp have a name?
Was that sorry?
Does your camp have a name?
It
Campsite Disco.
It was just called what our actual camp, like as in,
No, I mean like the people you were with. Did you name like your little camping area?
not really. We
Because
wanted it.
obviously you've got like everyone from Jersey goes on to Camp Jersey and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, we didn't really do that. We were just silent disco, which unfortunately we got told off for making so much noise at night. Like we would work from 10 till 2 in the morning, so then we'd have to party from 2 and onwards. But like the guards kept coming around going, "Excuse me, you're making so much noise. We can hear you over there." I was just like, "It's a festival, dude." And they were like, "Where do you work?" We were just like the silent disco, and I'm, that's ironic. The silent disco people are so loud. I was like, "Huh? You're funny."
Didn't hear that joke this morning.
I know, fucking useless. But seriously, we didn't have a name.
Oh,
We were just
fair enough.
We just
We're
pied.
Camp Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Yep.
It's at the danger zone.
Yep. Me and Dan are Camp Kenny Loggins, and the slogan is simply "Welcome to the danger zone." Why the hell not?
That is
Nobody
pretty
really
awesome.
came and visited us. We had a few. There's one night where I was really tired, just lying in bed, and our tent was the party tent. So I was just sort of lying there abusing this guy behind my door. I had false confidence from the door. It was just like, "Yeah, you wanker." He came in, right, and the first thing he said was, "I could sing you a song, but it has to be anything from Travis, Drum and Bass, or Incubus." We were just like, "What?" And then he tried to sing, bless him, and he just failed.
What a dick.
What's our Muppet?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Festivals were good.
festivals are great. I've got
Awesome.
something to segue very quickly.
That's fine. I think we should probably see
Yeah.
what Brand's been up to of late, rather
Nothing.
than let me go.
Nothing.
Section over. Done.
That's
Cut.
Dan's week.
Let's go.
See you later.
The reason I say, because talking of festivals, because Avenged Sevenfold headlined Download on Friday.
Yes.
I didn't realize this until about an hour ago, but they're releasing a mobile app game,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
nice.
it looks like Diablo 2 for like mobile phones.
Cool.
Oh,
It's starring the characters of Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, the characters of Avenged Sevenfold, and they've made the late drummer, the Rev, a unlockable character.
Yeah, me.
So that could be interesting.
It could be very interesting. Avenged Sevenfold making a game. That's strange, isn't it? There's other things to do with your time.
Why the hell not? Fuck it. Just make a game.
Why not? Yeah, should we make a game? A Talk Stuff podcast game.
Yeah.
Any
Sure,
game app developers get in contact. We'll make a game.
Yeah, man.
Well,
That'd be
yeah.
awesome.
Batter
We'll have
demons
hookers
with
and
our giant
blackjack.
penises and hookers and blackjack. So yeah.
Yeah. So what now?
What now?
now?
What
now,
else?
Steve?
What else has been going on in our lives lately? Other than let's talk about how disappointing England have played.
Oh god.
Oh god.
So even people I know who don't watch football
Hmm.
were getting into the World Cup this year, and everyone was all excited because obviously I think social media is really hyping everything up. And
Yeah,
I know I say this a lot that social media hypes everything up at the moment,
It
but
does.
everything's becoming more popular because of it. But England really did not step up to the count, and it's because they were playing like gangly fucking shits like Welbeck, fucking useless cunts. Welbeck's played like 3 games this season.
Yeah, whose
Fucking
fault,
underpaid
whose fault's
boys.
that? Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking idiot.
He's useless.
Well, Rooney wasn't, to be fair, much cop at all.
Yeah.
He pretty much the only goal he scored, he pretty much walked it in.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't really do much anyway. He just kicked the ball towards him and he flicks out a gangly limb and it smacks it into the goal. Useless. But yeah, like Rooney was being played out of position obviously, but you can't really, it's difficult to incorporate him in. And I feel he gives the ball away too often anyway. He kind of tries too hard. He's not relaxed when he's playing.
Yeah.
That's what annoys me about Rooney is he needs to relax a bit, keep his cool head on, think about things. Don't fucking. Oh
Sterling was awesome, in my opinion.
yeah,
Fucking
Sterling's good, but I don't know if Roy just lost it a little bit. He should have been playing a 4-3-3 to start with, not the 4-2-3-1.
awesome. Yeah.
That didn't work out. But again, playing Welbeck, he is just literally a gangly shit stick. And that wasn't racist before you said anything. But seriously, and yeah,
dear.
I mean, Gerrard was being played too high up. He had too much running to do. He needs to be sat there dead in the middle, not running about at all. Because, I mean, we've seen it with Liverpool
Yeah.
this year. He can't legs give out. And I don't know, it's just.
Well, he's getting on, isn't he? So,
And another thing is, people are hating on Suarez for
Well, he's doing his job. So
He was doing what he wants to do for his country. Does exactly
He's an easy target. because of the whole biting that guy's arm.
Yeah, and it's just it frustrates me because like
And it's
don't
like
hate on
I have to
Suarez.
say, like I can't. I feel like it should have been more from that, but that's a conversation for another day. But like, you can't dick on him just because he scored against us, because that was his job.
Yeah, but that's what he's been
there
doing.
to do.
Fucking Mario Balotelli scored against us the other day. Does everyone fucking hate on Balotelli? No.
Yes.
Well, some people do. He's a fucking lunatic anyway. So
It was a shame not to see Ox there as well, getting injured in the friendly.
yeah,
But, you know, shit happens.
it's just played a dog shit
Who was
formation.
the fucking guy that got injured? The physio that got injured during the friendly.
That was hilarious.
That was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen.
I died of the irony behind
Was
it.
it during the friendly, or was it during the one against?
No, it was during the one against Italy. He jumped up in the air to
And
celebrate.
he landed on a water bottle, didn't he? And
Yeah.
like, snapped his ankle or something. Like,
I was
fucking
dying.
hilarious. Because everyone was like, they're like, oh, he scored, Sturridge scored, blah, 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 blah. He runs off, and they're like, and he's down. Wait, no, that's not him. Who is it? And everyone's like, oh, he's done his ankle. Sturridge has done his ankle. And they turn around, and Sturridge just stood there like, no, I haven't. That's not me.
There's one thing I have to say though. When we were playing Uruguay, it was really, really nice to be in the pub and have that equaliser scored and just watch the whole place erupt.
Yeah, man. It was
bet.
That was really, really nice, and I'm so glad there's a couple of people who've never watched like football in a pub, let alone World Cup game in a pub before, like yourself, Toby. You've never watched a World Cup game.
No,
like,
I've never
properly,
sat.
or an England match.
The last World Cup, I think I sat in a corner somewhere, like not
Yeah.
even
Bothered with
knowing
it.
it was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just so nice to watch, like the whole of Bedford's just erupt up like that.
And
Yeah.
it did. It fucking went crazy.
It was so nice, but you know that's a good thing. That's the best thing we've got from World Cup is just that one moment there, which that will be nice to have. But
I want to say fair play to the defender. I think it was with Uruguay. They got knocked out for a few minutes and just carried on
that
playing.
was funny as well.
He just couldn't-
got back up.
Sterling kneed him in the head.
Good try, Sterling.
Yeah.
But it was good. But oh well.
It was fun while it lasted, but did anyone expect us to win?
No.
Of course not.
Exactly. There you go.
Of course not.
That's the fun of sport in England, isn't it?
They-
Yeah. What
surprised
else? What else
Spain.
have we been doing?
Huh?
What else have we been doing? I haven't actually had time to do anything other than work and kind of like festivals and stuff. It's really my time's just been preoccupied with that.
World Cup.
The whole of the last 2 weeks, I was been preparing at work for you guys going to Isle of Wight, preparing myself and Dan and Laura to go to download, and then coming back, and then just working all week, and then in the evenings just hanging out here
Yeah.
and trying to regain some energy. But I slept all fucking day today.
I know. I've been trying to recharge as well. I've managed to like sort out, tidy my room and stuff. I'm actually gonna like steal a couple of boxes tomorrow from work and start boxing stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just thrown a load out.
Like we did like a whole house tidy up today. Like I was trying to sleep all day yesterday, and I was sitting there, and then flatmates come in like tidying house time. Like oh no, sleep time. I don't want to move. I'm warm and cuddly.
No, you big fuzzy bear.
Yeah, be a big gay.
So I managed to test out WildStar on my laptop.
Oh, you
There you go.
managed that.
And put it on the lowest settings, but it's just with the graphics, the way they've
right.
optimized the graphics is kind of difficult to play on a low setting. So I thought, you know what, I know this game's quite good. It doesn't run on my laptop how I want it to, so I just went, there we go, my little trial over, and then I had to clean up of my laptop today actually. But yeah, but I think that if my friends can keep playing until I've got my new PC, then I will get it, and I think that the three of us should get it as well, so we can have some funny times on that.
Yeah.
More stuff.
Well,
more
I'm
stuff to
definitely
talk
making
about.
a new PC, so I can start raping at games.
That's cool. We can buy the same PC if you want.
Could do, yeah.
You can just buy the same specs. I mean, both of you can if you want to do that. I'll pretty much like I would end up helping you guys anyway to build it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you would.
for like all the parts and everything. So I might as well go, well, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own, buy it, and then give you guys the shopping list so you can do it too.
Sounds
I've
good to me,
got
man.
something interesting. I've had a cold. It's been horrible.
No,
Let me tell you something also
Doesn't.
interesting. I haven't had a cold.
nor have
Really?
I. High five, Bran.
Yes. Bam.
Wow. Also, I had some Rice Krispies for breakfast this morning
Oh,
and a cup of tea.
nice.
Yeah.
Well done. I went downstairs to make myself a sandwich and then got made bacon. I am very happy.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
I'm
that.
having a
We
good-
won't talk about stuff on the podcast, Toby. But you've got reason to be happy lately, don't you?
Mhm.
He's
Very
having a
much so.
baby.
What? Since when?
Oh, that was amazing,
That was
Dan.
beautiful. Well done.
Well, what does I have to say is space mission.
Space Mission. It's funny because we explained it in the last video and it's not getting released, so no one will have a clue.
Oh, yeah. Space mission. Nobody knows the glories of space mission.
No one knows.
It's originated from Greg Davies. Now, if you
Space
don't know who Greg Davies is the head teacher from The Inbetweeners. He's the actor who
Genius.
plays the headmaster. And he's actually a comedian, believe it or not.
Really?
And he does a couple of stand-ups. And in his stand-ups, he talks a lot about his life and how he used to be, before he was a comedian, a real teacher, not a pretend telly teacher, a real teacher. And he used to teach drama, funnily enough. And he never used to he used to hate doing it, and he used to just wing his lessons by playing a game called Space Mission. And basically, he would just get all the kids and say, right, divide yourselves in a group, and that's your pods and stuff, and we're going into a space mission. He'd turn off the lights and just go into the mic, space mission. And then, basically, they would just be all make-believe and all imagination, which I think's a very good thing for drama as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it gives children, you need to be an actor, you need to have imagination. So if
Very
that's
much so.
invoking that in children, I think it's just important for children to have that anyway, because that's going to be I apologise.
It's all right.
Good for their futures. But anyway, we've adopted his what he says into the microphone when he goes space mission as a word for any kind of sexual engagement. So whenever you hear us say space mission, it's purely because we're talking about something sexual. And I need to get a drink.
You're dying a little bit.
I'll just get myself one.
What should I have? I have a whole rack of drinks on my side here.
All right, I think I'm okay.
7-Up, WKD, because I'm a man.
actually-
Lemonade
Jesus.
and Lucozade. What's going to be the drink of today?
Lucozade.
Or I could man the fuck up and have some Jack Daniels with honey.
You could.
Oh, where is it? Hello.
Wish I
Jack
could have
Daniels
some.
with honey. Oh, and a fuck ton of sours too. I forgot I had all that here. God, I'm loving this today.
Well, I apologise for that. I've just pretty much died during the podcast.
Intermission. Space intermission.
So that explains Space Mission. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Ta-da!
Whippy. Whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Anyone watched any good movies lately?
Yeah.
Kind of. Actually, no. Yes. I finally managed to watch Super Troopers.
Oh, yes.
Fucking awesome.
Tell us
Yeah,
how
it
you
is.
thought about it. Meow.
Right now.
Meow.
License registration. Meow.
Come on, meow. Haven't got all
Did you
day.
enjoy it, Bram?
I did. I
It's
died.
fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Mate.
Wonderful. I watched the Lego Movie the other night.
All right.
I'm
Any
gonna
good?
watch that today.
That was pretty funny. It's pretty random.
Yeah, everybody here watched it the other night, apart from me and Laura. So we're gonna watch it later, hopefully.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Space Mission.
No space mission. I actually want to see the film.
Space Mission. What else have I watched?
Oh man, we sat and watched The Purge, followed by The Conjuring last
No
night.
way.
I quite
no,
like The Conjuring.
No fucking way. There's no way I'm watching that.
The
What, The
Conjuring was
Purge?
quite scary.
Conjuring. I can't. do it.
It's not too bad as far as scary movies go, but it's still pretty freaky.
All of the shit where it's like, I can handle horror films, and I can handle things like I don't know, like Scream, for example, which is there's somebody going around killing people, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
When it's shit like like Insidious and The Conjuring, and it's like there's weird noises in the cupboard, and you open the cupboard, there's nothing there, but actually there is. You just can't see it, It's like
Yeah.
that's the shit that really fucks me.
For me, yeah, because my mind
that's
starts
when everyone
making
was
shit
like,
up.
"Oh, it's
so-
Conjuring." Like, oh yay.
Yeah, The Conjuring was quite scary with the whole like. The Conjuring is the one with the exorcists in, isn't it?
Yeah, funny enough,
Come to
it's
the house. It's got the big family of like fucking 5 or 6 girls, whatever it is.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit. That shit is scary.
fucking ugh. It's that fucking China doll.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh no. Like I'm telling you now, you go watch it, Bran.
Okay.
But don't watch it alone.
Do watch you alone.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, man. Have you seen The Purge?
No,
No.
I haven't.
That's really good as well. We watched that first. 'cause
Is
I was
The
like-
Purge
I was like,
scary?
which one's going to be scarier?
Is The
'Cause
Purge
that-
scary?
It's got some jumpy bits in it. Like the ending has like loads of jumpy bits right at the end.
No,
It's
don't like
really good.
jumpy.
That's what I can't stand. I can't stand being made jump.
How about
Yeah.
Bram? We'll watch it. Should we watch it when we move in to the new
Yeah,
house? We're
go-
moving.
go
We're
with
moving
it.
house in a week,
We are.
and me and Brad are moving in together. So
And then party.
Hey, Bran, when are you coming back down here for a bit?
I'm thinking about coming down this weekend. Not this weekend. The weekend coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You got to come down for the pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Do it.
And then I'll
do
be
it,
down.
do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
I think I'll stay for about a week
Do
from
it.
them.
Yeah, but
So,
you're
yeah.
going to be moving that week anyway. So
Yeah.
hey, what are you going to do? You're going to wait. I'm confused. You're going to bring all your stuff down with you?
Well, I'm not gonna bring everything. Just some stuff to last that week and leave some stuff there, and then I've got to bring some stuff from that I've left in the house already. You know, the house I was living in. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep having to take breaks because I keep coughing my fucking head off.
It's all right.
I really need to like get a drink, but like it'll be interrupting the podcast. So I'm guessing we have no guest on this week, so I'm guessing there's going to be no quiz thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, oh, we're coming up to the time to do the quiz. Like, it's in about
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes. And then I thought, oh, wait.
We'll probably
We've already done it.
We've already
We
said
already
that
did
cutting
it.
short anyway.
Yeah,
to be
it's
honest,
a
but
bit of
yeah.
a catch-up week.
Yeah, so hopefully we won't do what we did this past 2 weeks and like
Flake
have to
out.
bail on the podcast. Hopefully we won't have to do that again for a while. I won't say never, but you know, for a while. What else was I going to say? That's fucking annoying.
Oh,
My
man.
brain's just melted. My own brain didn't just fart; it just fucking shat itself.
Amazing. I think I heard it. Can you
Here's a
hear
fun thing, right? This will be fun. So, I'm going to give you guys some animal facts, and I want to see what your reactions are to
it?
them.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So,
now.
let's have a simple, easy one. A wolf can eat up to 20 pounds of meat in one setting. That's quite a lot of meat.
20 pounds of meat.
Yeah, in one setting.
Fucking hell.
How big's 20 pounds? Like,
Yeah.
It's quite a lot.
hold on, let me... 20 pounds of meat is 320 ounces. No, it can't.
It can.
I fucking doubt it. 320 ounces,
Yeah.
right? That is... Okay, actually, I'll give you that. That's just over 1.5 stone.
That's quite a bit though.
That is
Yeah.
9 kilograms of meat.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's one sitting. That's 1 meal.
Oh, yeah, the wolves don't eat all the time, though. They don't eat, like, it's not like a
Oh,
3 meal
they
a
eat
day
that
thing,
much?
is
Of
it?
course they don't.
Just thinking that. They eat on the run as well.
They do.
Ah.
All right. How about fact number 2? Goldfishes lose
Yeah.
their color in dim light, similar to humans. So, like, they need sunlight to keep their pigments going. So basically, fish need to suntan if they want to be nice and vibrant. That's
Okay.
that's it.
Amazing. Fish.
So,
get suntan.
I've never known that. So,
If you've got a fish,
yeah.
make sure you keep it in a nice spot where it can get a tan. Otherwise, he's just going to be dull and boring. Unless you like a dull and boring fish.
You never know. Someone out there may
If you
do.
want him to be more orange and so, you know, vibrant and cool.
Could be a member of the neutral party.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, what about this one? A flamingo can only eat when its head is upside down.
A what?
A flamingo. Can only eat when its head's upside down.
I have
What?
trouble believing that.
Yeah, it's right here. This thing is true facts.
What does it say? Why that is?
Nope,
the
it
case?
just says that. It just says that. That one thing is a picture of flamingo. I know, right? Pretty. Imagine that. That'd be so annoying, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Every time you eat, you get a head rush. Fucking nuts. Right, what about this one? Mosquitoes are attracted to the colour blue twice as much as any other colour.
Really?
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, blue. They like the colour blue. Imagine how annoying it must be to be like the genie from Aladdin.
Hold on,
Getting
say that again.
mosquitoes.
Say it again.
Mosquitoes are attracted to the colour blue twice as much as any other colour.
Oh, right. I missed, like, when you said mosquitoes. I was like, what? Something about being attracted to the colour blue? I love the colour blue.
I mean,
but what?
Smurfs must get fucking terrorised by them.
Oh,
Yeah,
poor
Jesus.
Andy.
No, Grumpy Smurf.
Fucking pop Smurfs,
Fucking
man.
mosquito on me. I don't know why he's so northern. Okay, here's another one. Goats have rectangular pupils, and it's because, and this is what it says, it will allow them to watch over a broad, flat grazing area for predators.
Oh.
It's weird, and there's a picture of a goat here, and it does have square eyeballs. Square eye.
I've never looked a goat in the face.
No, nor have I.
Hmm.
Here's a cool one. Giraffes have no vocal cords. They communicate by vibrating air around its neck.
Huh.
It's weird, isn't it?
Different.
Yeah.
It's different. Here's another one. Dolphins sleep with only one half of their brain at a time. And then they close just one eye at a time. So they can have half their body asleep and half their body awake.
So watch for predators and things like that.
Hmm.
So they get eaten while they're asleep.
Maybe so they can just keep going for 24 hours. They just have to stop ever.
Yeah.
Just like, "Oi, I'm going to go to sleep."
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And like another thing towards that, similar to do with sleep, is a snail can sleep for up to 3 years.
Jesus.
What?
That's lazy, isn't it? Sounds like Naomi. She sleeps fucking hours down there. She slept for like 15 hours the other day. What? Who does that? It's hot as well. Fuck.
Did you know that butterflies can taste with their feet?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
because that was on my little list here. Most elephants weigh less than a tongue of a blue whale.
Did you know that elephants are the only mammals that can't jump?
They cannot. They don't have
Ah.
the knees for it, do they? Okay, this one, I'm not sure how true this is and how they tested it, but all polar bears are left-handed.
I was just looking at that myself. I think we're on the same website.
All polar bears are left-handed.
Are you on uselessfacts.net?
No.
Oh, I am.
So how did they test that? With polar bears.
Don't know.
I'm gonna go on a quest to find the first right-handed polar bear.
I think these are wrong, by the way, the ones I'm looking at.
They might be.
Because this is a duck's quack doesn't echo, and that's been tested thousands of times. Of course it echoes.
Polar
It
bear.
also says here, an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain.
That's true, though. I think.
No idea.
Pretty sure that is.
Porcupines
wow.
float in water.
Listen to
Rats
this.
can
right?
last longer without water than a camel.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Right, the venom of a king cobra, right, is so deadly. 1 gram, right, is enough to kill a person 150 times over. That's
Wow.
insane.
Whoa.
A male emperor moth can smell a female emperor moth up to 7 miles away. So can Adam Priddle,
A priddlemorph.
the Priddle moth. Amazing.
Bats always turn left when exiting a cave. Do you reckon Batman does that?
Gonna
I
have
want
to
my
watch the
stairs
movie
to
and
the
check.
left. Why do you want the stairs built to the left, Bruce? Because I need to turn left when I come out of my cave. Why? Because I'm Batman! Okay, here's an awesome one. This is amazing. A bee's orgasm is so strong that their sex organs can blow up, causing instant death.
What?
Gutted.
Holy
Quite
shit.
literally.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Oh wow! Even when a snake has its eyes closed, it can see through its eyelids.
Really? That's annoying though. You wouldn't be able to sleep, would you?
Just going to sleep. Oh, you're still there. Oh. Oh, oh well.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
want to
I'm gonna
ask.
stop looking at animal facts
how-
now.
how-
This has turned into the animal fact hour.
Okay, I want to
David Attenborough.
just to replace our little
Questionnaire.
questionnaire. I'm going to make up my own little questionnaire of
Okay.
questions that I find on the internet here, and I'm going to ask you two to make this interesting. How long do we have left?
Plenty of time.
Well, when you say plenty of time, how long is how long?
We have half an hour left on my
Trying
timer.
to perfect.
And we usually start the questionnaire in about 15 minutes.
Well, that's fine. So let's do this now. So, Bran and Toby, do you two collect anything weird?
To collect anything weird?
Yeah.
Can't say I do.
For instance, bottle caps
No.
I'm sorry.
or stamps.
What? Oh, bottle caps and stamps.
No.
I'm looking at my shelf. Like, do I collect anything useless? I don't know. I think I just
When I
collect
say weird,
crap.
I mean I'm not thinking just like the average. You know, I collect video games. I'm thinking like I collect my toenails or my mother's hair.
Well, I mean, don't we all?
Well,
Space mission.
Indeed.
I don't know.
is that a no? Is that a solid no from both of you?
Yeah, it's a no. I don't
Yeah.
think anything weird.
Okay.
I collect
what about
alcohol.
this? You collect
Actually.
alcohol. Yeah, but you
Yeah, I buy like big things of alcohol and then I leave them on the shelf and they go, I can't touch those. Those are special.
Right. What about this? Do you have any phobias?
Yeah, loads. I'm afraid of everything.
I'm sure that's a phobia.
I'm afraid of moths, spiders. Generally, I'm afraid of pretty much every bug that there is. I fucking hate all bugs and things. I'd much rather like tackle a snake than I would a moth.
I don't really like
Piss me
bugs
off.
either. I think bugs suck a little bit. Like,
Especially flies. They piss me off the most.
I hate flies.
I can deal with flies, but like wasps, bees, spiders, like the whole arachnid family.
I had a bee chase me
Anything
in the
that
kitchen.
flies that isn't a
But,
bird.
right, I've never heard this, right? I've seen like flies, they just keep smacking against the window.
Yeah.
I'm just
They
sitting
can't
here and they just keep smacking in there. I was like, what's going on? I thought someone was like throwing stones at my
That's
window.
like Greg. Greg does that.
I've
Yeah.
been, since coming back, I've been hounded by so many flies, it's untrue.
Have you
It's like the
taken
whole
Greg home with
family.
you?
I think I've brought his whole family with me.
He's fucking. Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's, anyway, yeah. Carry on, Dan.
Yeah, no, I don't really like heights either. I'm not too great with
Not
heights.
really big on that either.
And like I think my height's quite like if there's like deep ocean, I can't really look down into that. I have a massive fear of being eaten alive or swallowed whole.
Hmm.
That freaks me out. I hate that. So I don't really like sharks very much.
Fair enough.
Watched
Yeah,
this
no.
GoPro video of a guy the other day, jumps off some rocks. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was cool in my GoPro. And he just puts his head into the water and he goes, oh, fuck. There's a great white shark just sort of glides past him. And he's like, fuck this. Fuck. And he starts swimming towards the edge and he goes underwater again and he sees it and it goes past him again. And it's sort of like, obviously, sort of like checking him out. And like,
Yeah.
he just fucking pelts it to a rock and gets on top. And he's just like, fuck that. Fuck so many fucks. I'd never go in the water ever again, even if it's a swimming pool.
Oh man, I'm kind of afraid of being alone.
No.
I don't like being like alone in like every sense. Like I get really bored when I'm on my own.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah,
I know what you mean,
No, but not even like that. Like I guess like every sense of being alone. Like it really freaks me out. Like the idea of ending up with no one around just really scares me.
Shit.
Yeah, bit of an odd one there for you. Bit
Yeah.
deep. My bad.
That is,
Didn't mean to go so deep on podcast.
I don't know, I feel a bit, the feels are flowing through me.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Didn't
All
mean
right.
to do that.
How about this one? Here's a cool one. Have you ever seen a ghost?
I believe
No.
so. Yeah,
So I don't believe in them.
I do.
Well-
Big time.
I have been touched by a ghost. I haven't seen it.
That was me, man.
I've been touched by it. No. This happened before I.
That was me, man.
Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene. Dark night. about 3:30 in the morning. It's been a long grinding session on WoW. So this was probably TBC era as well. So that was when I was at the peak of like grinding until like 6 in the morning, going to bed, waking up at 12, going to work, then coming back at 4 and then grinding solidly again, and then raiding as well. But I was like, it's like, damn, it's time to get a glass of milk because shit's getting serious. So,
of course.
House is dark. I think I was the only one in, not really sure. Parents might have been in bed, sister might have been in bed. Don't really remember. So I'm downstairs, I pour my milk, and I've got it in my left hand, right? So I turn the lights off and it's dark again. And then suddenly I feel, as I'm walking through the hallway, something grab my shoulder, like grab it, like a physically proper grab. And like, it's not exaggerated. It wasn't like slightly, it was a proper grab. And it grabbed me and it pulled me round. And I was just like, my reaction was to turn around like, what the fuck is that? Nothing was there. And then my whole right arm just went very cold and then just normal. I just pelted upstairs. I went to bed after that.
Fuck.
That's nuts.
It was horrible. It was really horrible. It's like another time when me and my cousin John were sleeping. We'd been out and we come back in and we were just like, we had a chilled day from the beach. We were sat in my room, both falling asleep. He was sleeping on my little sofa. I had in my bedroom. I was sleeping in my bed, and my TV like went bong, like it had been hit on the glass bit. And he was just like, "Don't throw your socks at the TV to freak me out." And I was like, "I wasn't. I thought you hit it." And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, bullshit." Just ignored it. And then suddenly afterwards, the back of the TV went poof, like it'd been thudded as well. And I was like, "Right." I would have heard him do that, and like we both freaked out and just went to his house instead. It was horrible. That's my ghost encounters anyway.
I've had like, I don't know if you call it like ghost encounters, but I used to see things in mirrors and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
Where the light plays tricks on you and stuff. But like, it got made like a bit worse because like my old house had a bit of a weird setup, and it was like the doors would be in like opposite corners. So you'd come into the like dining room and you'd have to go to like the opposite corner to go through to the next room, and then you had to go to the opposite corner again to go to the kitchen. So you kind of like zigzag your way through the house. And there's a massive mirror in on the wall in the dining room, and we had this like random thing on the wall in the doorway to the next room, and you could like it was like reflective as well. And I used to walk through, and I used to swear I used to see some woman stood behind me, like in the dining room, and I'd be like, okay, that's a bit freaky. And then I'd walk through to the next bit, and then I swear I'd see some bloke stood in the doorway of the kitchen in the reflection.
Yes.
And I'd be like, okay, that's even more freaky. And then the more and more I used to see it, because obviously you see it once, then you kind of remember it and you start seeing it again. And I gave my uncle a description of what I was seeing, and he went, "Oh, hold on a minute," and walked off and came back with a photograph of his parents.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. It's exactly what you just described to me. Like,
Fuck that. Fuck no.
Jesus.
There's
Yeah,
only one other time I can remember.
Go on.
And my mobile went off in the middle of the night, and then I went to pick it up, but there was like a demon face guarding it, and it freaked me out. But I don't know if I was high or anything then. I don't really remember. But that was really, really scary. So I guess on the contrary, let me ask this other question: do you think aliens exist, and have you ever seen a UFO?
I think there has to be.
I kind of think there has to be.
How big, the universe is or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they're like little green men or anything like that.
No, but
I think they'll be
at the same time, it could be
closer
anything.
resembling humans than we think.
Yeah.
It's like you could have all sorts, like, because there's loads of people like, but our planet has the perfect conditions for life. It's like, yeah, because we evolved into these conditions. Something else could evolve into the conditions there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not likely, like, I don't think, like, I think there's life on other planets, but I don't think it's life as in intellectual, civilized life like us.
Yeah.
There might be some on other planets, you never know that. But, like, I reckon there are random alien species adapted for that specific planets that have, like, because evolution must be able to happen everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't just be a thing here.
No, and it would be so small-minded to say that this is the only place in gajillions of unthinkable, fathoming, outstretching planets and
Universe.
everything. It'd be stupid to think that.
Ours is the only fucker with life on it. It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the lucky ones with the only shit going on.
Plus, you got all those stories about like that aliens helped the Incas and stuff to learn how to like farm and shit.
Hmm.
So you never know.
You never know. All right. What is the oddest thing you have ever eaten?
The oddest thing I've ever eaten, on purpose or by accident.
Well, I guess counting as eaten would be accident and on purpose. So I guess like either.
Bugs.
Yes.
Swallowed a fly at download. Flew into my mouth.
Oh, and you actually ate it.
I didn't like chew down on it. It flew into my mouth as I was like gasping for some air, and then I just happened to swallow the fucking thing, and then I was like, had a mini freak out.
At one time, I can't remember how old I was. I was just chilling in round trees as you do, and this whatever it was, God knows what it was, found its way into my mouth, and
Was it long?
I don't know what it
Hard.
was.
Was it a pedo's penis?
Was it Dan Speedo's penis?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, space mission.
But literally for a week, I had this like wood taste in my mouth.
You got raped by Pseudo Woodo. Fucking
Amazing.
grabbed hold of your Bulbasaurs.
Oh, God.
I haven't eaten anything that I can think of that's too weird, but I have a friend, James. Actually, you guys know him obviously as well. But he once ate a mealworm for a pint.
Amazing.
Right.
There's a video of it as well. But
Amazing.
one of our mates has bearded dragons, and they eat mealworms. And Matt, one of my other friends, grabbed a mealworm and he went, "James, eat this. I'll buy you a pint." And he just grabbed it and shoved down on it. He also ate a pancake that had hundreds and thousands lemon, sugar, snow, and teabag on it. Teabag leaves. Which is probably, I would say, it's probably a bit more stranger than a mealworm to eat. But
How was the ratio from tea bag leaves to everything else?
it was just one full teabag sprinkled all over the top.
And then with loads of 100,000 snow and stuff.
Yeah.
I reckon the tea leaves would have been almost masked by the sugar.
Yeah, maybe. Still pretty weird though, right?
Yeah, definitely. I like Jaffa cake sandwiches.
Okay, cool. Let's do this one. This is a good one. Were you a strange child?
Why am I a strange child?
Were you a strange child?
Oh. Good thing I didn't answer.
These are almost more fun to answer than the other ones.
Could do them all.
Could like mix and match them or whatever.
We
Yeah.
could do. We'll note them down.
I could always save this for the second time people are on.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like Mike's going to come on again. Bevan
Yeah.
will come on more than once.
Bevan hasn't been on at all yet.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. So carry on. Were you a strange child? I was quite strange. I used to love living in boxes. And
I was a bit odd.
my mum will tell you this.
Still am
I
a
never, as a kid, I never as a child used to cry. Ever.
That is a bit odd.
Demon child. Right, you guys.
That's pretty normal, if you can call that a thing.
Yeah, I got weird as I got older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm more strange now. I'm quite strange. All right, so I'll try and invoke some of that strangeness. Let's ask this question. If you started your own cult, what would the rules be, and would there be any rituals?
Ooh. A cult.
Pizza cult.
Oh yeah.
And the rules would
Definitely.
be Domino's only, because Pizza Hut is shit. And the rituals would be
Such a pizza
sacrificing.
Nazi.
The rules would be ordering Pizza Hut and then sacrificing the Pizza Hut people and then eating Domino's off their corpse.
Be like Scientology, but for pizza.
Pizzarology.
Sounds incredibly tasty.
So, were you a strange child? No, I was a strange adult.
Maybe we should answer, why are you a strange child?
Why am I a strange adult? Well, if you just listen back to what I just said about pizza, you might
Yeah.
have an indication.
Go back about 1
All right,
minute.
what if you guys could have a magic power? What would you choose and why?
Okay, before we answer, does this include an accessory that would give you the said power? For example, if you were to choose like a wizard from Harry Potter, would you get a wand?
You could just choose having magical powers from Harry Potter and you can just do it without a wand.
Okay, that works too. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because obviously the idea of the thing is like they have a wand is where they like the power gets like thrown from.
Yeah, well, yeah. If that was the case, then yeah, definitely.
Like a conduit
cool.
for the power or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one.
I mean, when I say magic power, I wasn't thinking more like I was thinking more superpowers in a way, rather than like, you know,
Like
Yeah, I know.
Merlin the magician. It was more like, you know, can you choose to be like Mr. Stretch from the Fantastic Four? You can have
Stretch
stretch
Armstrong.
I know what you meant. I was just because I've been watching Harry Potter films recently. It's what came to mind.
Magic power.
There's a few I'd like.
Yeah, there is.
If I had to give you like maybe a top 5,
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I really want. It sounds really bad, but I'm a bit of like a pyromaniac. I love fire, but I'd want to be like the good guy version of like Pyro from X-Men.
Yeah,
That would
that's
be pretty cool.
And the only difference I would like is to actually be able to create the fire, not have to have like a spark or something. Because he has that lighter with him, because he can't create the fire, he can just manipulate it.
yeah.
It's always a good one. But then I also like the idea of the ice as well, like half Iceman, half Pyro.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change this question a little bit, and I'm going to ask you, which of the Jackie Chan talismans would you want?
Oh,
Oh, what are they? What are they all?
There's the rooster, which gives you the power to levitate. Yep. Levitation and telekinesis. The ox, which gives you super strength and durability.
Okay.
The snake, which gives you the power of invisibility.
Okay.
The sheep, which gives you astral projection,
What's that mean?
or the ability to eject a soul from the body and wander as a spirit in spiritual form.
basically, Insidious, basically.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you can project your soul out of you and wander places. It's basically like being invisible, but you're not like in a physical presence. You're basically like a ghost.
Yeah, I'd say I'd have to be Dragon.
You have the rabbit, which gives you super speed. The dragon, which gives you combustion and pyrokinesis. So that's pretty much what you wanted to be just then, Toby, as well. The rat gives you power of animation, so you can give motion to the motionless. So you could give inanimate objects life. The horse, which gives you the power of healing, which means you can heal people and yourself, obviously. The pig, which gives you immortality. No, not
That's a dog.
The dog gives you immortality, which is pretty much OP. Anyway, I'll probably choose the dog just purely because I want to live forever and see everything.
Well,
learn everything.
the pig's not too bad.
Yeah, for some reason the pig, which I guess they didn't really have much. Couldn't really think of much. But the pig gives you the power of laser eyes.
Yeah. Or just
And the monkey gives you the power of shape shifting. And then the last one is the tiger, which gives you power of balance, which means you can split yourself into two positive and negative halves.
See, for me,
Yeah, I'd take the dragon.
yeah.
Dragon's pretty powerful. I'd probably choose a dog because immortality is just badass.
Or the monkey. The monkey would be pretty cool to be able to change into any person, animal, and
Yeah,
then
that'd be
object.
I think if I was to choose like 3, I'd choose
Yeah.
the rooster,
Which one was the rooster again?
flying and telekinesis,
Yeah.
dog for the immortality,
Yeah.
and probably dragon.
I'd
Yeah.
say
The dog,
The
the
dragon
and
won't be
the
so.
rooster or the
If you're
snake.
thinking about practicality for living in the modern world that we're in now,
Yeah.
rooster definitely, dog definitely, and probably horse, because I mean, monkey's debatable as well, but like dragon, having combustion and pyrokinesis nowadays is a bit like, nah, there's more we can do with that. But with healing, immortality, healing, and like levitation and telekinesis, you can pretty much do whatever you want in the world.
Yeah.
So that's I think I'll choose those three. Okay, I'm going to ask you my one last question.
Go on.
Okay.
You have to promise me you'll answer it honestly.
Uh,
Oh God.
Necrophilia,
no,
philia, or bestiality.
Jesus.
If you don't know what coprophilia is, that's basically like, scat. So the love of poo.
Sorry,
Shaggy.
you said necrophilia or bestiality, and then you went,
Yeah.
oh, if you want coprophilia too.
I said necrophilia, coprophilia, or bestiality.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't hear the second one. I just heard necrophilia or
yeah,
bestiality.
same.
So like, it's basically like we could call it scatophilia if that helps.
Yeah. So you're either fucking the dead, fucking animals,
Feces.
or fucking feces.
Yeah.
Great choices.
Yeah.
I pick shoot myself in the face.
That's not an option.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what I
I've
would've
got my
gone for.
guns ready and loaded.
I think I would choose. It's difficult. Necrophilia.
I knew you were going to say that.
Fucking weirdo.
I'll give you why. Because the poo shit I just cannot deal with.
Yeah.
That's making me sick feel about it. I'd rather bum a dog than that.
Oh no.
But then animals is just, it's a bit weird. Unless it's a dolphin, I suppose. They enjoy sex. I like to pleasure
Animals.
my animal.
Animals
See, I found out
is
the
just
other
a bit
day that
weird,
bears,
isn't it, you know?
there's great brown
Just
bears
go
like to
fuck
lick
the
each other
dead
out and they
instead
get
then.
pleasure from it.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah. Well, the dead at least you can have something that looks right.
Somewhat.
Why
Yeah.
won't you look at me, Jerry?
As long as you keep her like, keep her. This is getting bad. This is like I've thought about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep the dead body in a nice big freezer, and then you prop them up on the radiator when you want to use them.
Oh God,
To
are you
prevent
gonna
spoiling.
get Avenged Sevenfold's thigh heater out?
Yeah.
Jesus.
If you could turn into an animal
Right.
and have sex with another animal,
Oh God.
what did you choose? It's got to be dolphin, I think, because they get pleasure out of it. But it's your brain. Your brain is inside an animal. If you got turned into a beetle, but you've got your brain, but you're inside a beetle, there's no way to reverse it. You're going to live life as a beetle from now on.
Right.
So what do you think your life's going to be like?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to adapt. You just got to think about it. But get on with things. Just be a beetle.
I think
Well,
I would
what's-
just kill myself.
Yeah. What does a beetle do?
No, probably hang out with other beetles. Though I don't really ever see any beetles like hanging out.
I usually only ever see them being alone, and which would scare the shit out of me, which means I would be crying a lot.
But like, imagine it come to that point where you had to mate, and you've got your brain, and you're in this beetle's body, but it's like nothing else to do, and you just got to do it.
I would not.
You would not. You wouldn't even close your eyes and just think of something else.
No.
No, I don't think I could.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you could. If you're a dolphin.
I'm sad to say I'm actually out of questions to ask you.
Gutted. Because
Oh.
they weren't taking a really odd turn. It's about time to cut up now, anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Well,
yeah.
I'm glad.
That,
I'm glad it's ended on that mark. If anyone has any
that horrendous note.
that great
Yeah.
thought that it just had.
On that bombshell. Was that?
Oh, I just realised I forgot to mention something.
Oh, a last minute announcement.
Let's go.
I say last minute announcement. You've now bigged it up well better than it actually is.
Oh,
My tent for download was a gummy bear tent.
that was
Give me gummy
fucking
bears.
And it was the best thing ever. And I sat for about 2 hours trying to find where the picture of the gummy bears was like doubled.
Ooh.
And I couldn't find it.
Oh, that sucks. I've also got one more little thing I need to say as well. The fact that next year for download, we're actually all thinking about going to download together, so that'd be quite good fun. But I just heard who might be rumoured for a headlining spot.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough of them. Biffy.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that'd
The
be
headliners I've heard the rumours for next year are AC/DC,
that'd be amazing.
Oh, I'd
Motley
have to see
Crue,
them. That'd be awesome.
because Motley Crue are doing their the end of Motley Crue tour. They signed a contract last year saying they're going to play one more massive tour, and then and that's going to be the end of it. No more Motley Crue.
No more Motley Crue. Goodbye, Motley.
It's going to be a shame. I love the Motley Crue. So
Yeah.
if they headline down there, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Right. So I guess we should wrap that up.
I guess that's it.
I guess
Another-
that's it. Well,
Another week of talking shit is over.
thanks for listening, guys. And thanks for talking as well, guys. I should
all right.
say. And
Yeah.
we'll catch you next week. Touchwood.
Hopefully, yeah.
Goodbye. Yay.
Click.